Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be diving into something pretty wild.
Yeah.
Sound healing.
Sound healing.
And its potential influence reality.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've even got some declassified CIA documents about this program called the Gateway Process.
Oh, wow.
So this is going to be a fun one.
This is exciting.
Yeah, so we've brought in an expert to help us kind of unpack all this.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Okay, so before we kind of go into the depths of altered consciousness,
Sure,
and maybe even simulated realities,
okay,
let's ground ourselves in the basics. Can you give us kind of a breakdown of how sound healing actually works?
Yeah, so the basic idea is that everything in the universe vibrates at a specific frequency, you know, from the tiniest subatomic particles to the largest celestial bodies. And when these frequencies are in harmony, we experience a sense of well-being.
Okay.
But disruptions can throw things out of whack. Things like stress or illness.
Right.
So sound healing aims to use specific frequencies to nudge those vibrations back into alignment.
Okay, so you mentioned specific frequencies.
Yeah.
You know, I'm fascinated by the idea that certain frequencies like 528 hertz have been linked to things like DNA repair.
Yeah, 528 hertz is often called the love frequency or the miracle tone. And while more research is definitely needed to understand its effects, some studies have suggested that exposure to 528 hertz can actually stimulate DNA repair mechanisms and promote cellular regeneration.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's not just about like feeling good.
No.
You know, there might be some actual biological processes at play here. And I know you're really interested in how sound impacts our brainwaves.
Yeah. So,
can you explain that connection a little bit?
Yeah, so our brains generate these different electrical patterns known as brain waves. And these patterns, they change depending on our state of consciousness. For example, when we're relaxed, our brains produce more alpha waves. And during deep sleep, delta waves dominate. But what's remarkable is that specific frequencies can actually induce these different brainwave states.
Really?
Yeah.
So listening to certain sounds can literally shift our brainwave patterns and influence our mental and emotional state?
Yeah.
Like I've definitely experienced that, you know, that feeling of deep calm during a sound bath.
Yeah, exactly. Sound baths, which typically involve being bathed in the sounds of, you know, singing bowls or gongs or chimes. Are designed to create this immersive sonic environment that entrains your brainwaves to a more relaxed state. Yeah.
Okay, now I can't resist kind of diving into the deep end a little bit here. You know those declassified CIA documents we mentioned earlier?
Yeah.
The ones about the Gateway Process.
Yes.
What can you tell us about that program?
Yeah, so the Gateway Process is a fascinating and somewhat controversial program developed by the CIA in the 1970s.
Wow.
And the documents outline a series of techniques, including the use of binaural beats, which are designed to alter consciousness and achieve what they called expanded states of awareness.
Okay, so binaural beats are where you listen to slightly different frequencies.
Yes.
In each ear.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And that creates a third perceived beat in the brain. I've experimented with them for meditation.
Sure.
But I'm curious to learn more about how the CIA was using them.
Yeah, so the CIA's goal was to explore the potential of binaural beats and other sound-based techniques to achieve a range of extraordinary abilities.
Like what?
Including enhanced perception, remote viewing, and even out-of-body experiences.
No way!
Yeah, so their theory was that by inducing specific brainwave states, they could essentially hack into the subconscious mind and unlock these hidden potentials.
That sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie.
A little bit, yeah.
And it ties back to the idea that specific frequencies can have very targeted effects on our consciousness.
Exactly.
And maybe even our perception of reality. It's a bit mind-boggling.
It is.
But utterly fascinating.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it speaks to this incredible power of sound to influence us on multiple levels.
Absolutely.
From the cellular to the cosmic. This is already so much to unpack. And I feel like we're just scratching the surface here.
Yeah, we are.
You know, you mentioned that the CIA was interested in using sound to achieve things like out-of-body experiences.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what does science have to say about the possibility of those kinds of phenomena?
Right, that's a complex question. That's intrigued scientists and philosophers for centuries.
Of course.
And while there's no definitive scientific proof of out-of-body experiences, there's a growing body of anecdotal evidence and research suggesting that consciousness may not be entirely confined to the brain.
So there's a possibility that sound could be a key to unlocking those experiences.
It could be.
Like we're using sound waves to navigate the hidden dimensions of consciousness. Makes you wonder what other secrets
it does.
run ahead.
Sound might hold.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
It's a realm ripe for exploration.
Before we get too lost in the metaphysical, I want to bring it back to something a bit more tangible. You know, I know you have some insights into how we can use sound to enhance our well-being and maybe even tap into some of those hidden potentials you're talking about. So let's dive into that in the next part of our deep dive.
Great.
Okay, so let's get practical. We've explored some pretty mind-bending concepts about, sound and consciousness. But how can we actually use sound to improve our lives?
Well, the beauty of sound healing is that it's accessible to everyone. You don't need any fancy equipment or years of training to start incorporating sound into your daily routine.
That's good to hear. I know you're a fan of sound baths.
I am.
What makes them so effective?
Well, sound baths create this immersive sonic environment
that allows you to fully surrender to the vibrations. So as you lie down and bathe in the sounds of singing bowls, gongs, or chimes, your brain waves begin to slow down. And this induces a state of deep relaxation and tranquility.
I've always found the sound of Tibetan singing bowls to be incredibly soothing. Is there something special about the frequencies they produce?
So Tibetan singing bowls are known for producing these rich, complex tones that resonate deeply within the body. And the vibrations they create can help to release tension, clear energetic blockages, and promote a sense of harmony and well-being.
So it's not just about...
it's not just about
listening to pretty sounds. It's about the vibrational impact on our physical and energetic bodies.
It is.
What about those specific frequencies we talked about earlier? Like 528 hertz and 432 hertz?
So there are many ways to experience these frequencies. You can find music and soundscapes tuned to 528 hertz or 432 hertz online or through apps. Some people even use tuning forks that are calibrated to these frequencies. They gently strike them and hold them near the body to create a localized vibrational field.
I've seen videos of sound healers using tuning forks on specific points on the body.
So those points often correspond to energy centers in the body or chakras. And by applying the vibrations of a tuning fork to these areas, sound healers aim to balance and harmonize the flow of energy throughout the body.
So we've got sound baths. We've got tuning forks. Music tuned to specific frequencies. What other tools or techniques are out there?
Well, one of the simplest and most powerful techniques is vocal toning.
Vocal toning?
This involves creating sounds with your own voice.
Like humming?
Humming, chanting. Or simply making vowel sounds.
I've never tried that. What are the benefits?
When you tone, you're creating vibrations that resonate throughout your entire body. And this stimulates the vagus nerve, which plays a key role in regulating the nervous system. And this can have a profound calming effect, both the mind and body.
So it's like giving yourself a sonic massage from the inside out?
Exactly.
I know you're a big proponent of binaural beats.
I am,
especially for meditation.
So binaural beats are a fantastic tool for shifting brainwave states and deepening your meditative practice. By listening to slightly different frequencies in each ear, you create a third perceived beat in the brain, which can entrain your brainwaves to a more relaxed or focused state.
I've found that binaural beats help me to quiet my mind and enter a state of deep meditation much more easily.
Yeah.
What's the science behind how they work?
So the brain processes the two slightly different frequencies as a single tone with a pulsating rhythm.
Okay.
And this rhythm, the binaural beat, influences the dominant frequency of your brain waves, guiding you into a desired state of consciousness.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So are there specific binaural beat frequencies?
Yeah, there are.
For different purposes, like relaxation, focus, or sleep?
Absolutely. So there are binaural beats designed to induce alpha waves for relaxation, theta waves for deep meditation, and even delta waves for sleep enhancement.
Wow, that's so cool.
It's a matter of finding the frequencies that resonate with your goals.
You know, we've been talking about the science and the techniques, but I'm also kind of curious about the more subtle aspects of sound healing. I've heard people talk about using sound to clear negative energy or to attract abundance.
Right. So sound can definitely be used to shift energy.
Okay.
And remember, everything is vibration.
Right.
And sound is a powerful way to interact with those vibrations.
Okay.
And many cultures believe that certain sounds and frequencies can help clear stagnant energy, dispel negativity, and create a more harmonious environment.
So it's like sonic feng shui.
Yeah, kinda.
I'm intrigued by the idea of using sound to manifest specific intention.
So the principle is, by focusing your intention while listening to or creating sounds that resonate with your desired outcome, you're amplifying the vibrational energy of that intention.
So if I want to attract more abundance into my life, I could listen to music tuned to the frequency of abundance while visualizing myself living in a state of prosperity.
It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and vibrations with your desired reality. And sound can be a powerful tool to enhance that alignment.
It's like we're using sound as a bridge between our inner world and the outer world.
It is.
Shaping our reality with each vibration.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
And it brings us back to this idea that sound is a creative force, this fundamental element
It is.
in this symphony of existence.
Yeah.
This has been so fascinating.
It has.
We've covered so much ground.
Yeah, we have.
From the science of brainwaves to the subtle art of sonic manifestation.
It is amazing.
But before we wrap up this sonic odyssey, I want to explore one more mind-bending concept.
Okay, let's do it.
The idea that sound might be woven into the very fabric of creation itself.
Yeah.
Let's dive into that.
Okay.
In the final part of our deep dive. Okay, so we've journeyed through the science of sound healing.
Yes.
We've explored the mysteries of the CIA's gateway process.
Right.
And even dabbled in the art of sonic manifestation.
Absolutely.
Now for our final act, we're going cosmic.
Okay.
You mentioned that sound might be woven into the very fabric of creation itself.
I did.
That's a pretty big statement.
It is.
Can you expand on that a bit?
Yeah, it's a concept that's been around for centuries.
Okay.
Woven into the myths and creation stories of cultures all over the world.
Right.
The idea is that the universe wasn't created in silence, but rather through a primordial sound.
Oh, wow.
A vibration that set everything in motion.
I'm thinking of that line from the Bible. In the beginning was the word.
Right.
It's interesting to think of that word as a sound.
Yeah.
A vibration that birthed the universe into existence.
Exactly.
So it's not just a poetic metaphor. It's like a core belief.
It's a core belief in many spiritual traditions.
Right. But how does modern science fit into all this?
Well, modern physics tells us that everything in the universe is essentially energy vibrating at different frequencies.
Right.
So in a way, the ancient idea of a primordial sound creating the universe aligns with the scientific understanding that the universe is fundamentally vibrational.
Right.
Yeah.
So are you saying there's a connection?
Yeah, there seems to be.
Between those ancient creation myths and the quantum physics of today?
It's fascinating, isn't it?
It's pretty mind-blowing.
It really is.
It seems that ancient wisdom and modern science are kind of converging on this idea that sound vibration is at the heart of existence.
Absolutely.
That makes me think about those incredible images from NASA, the ones that capture the sound waves of black holes rippling through space.
Yeah.
It's almost like we're getting a glimpse of the universe's sonic architecture.
Those images are a powerful reminder That sound isn't just something we experience here on Earth.
Right.
It's a fundamental force that shapes the cosmos.
This is all incredibly awe-inspiring.
It is.
But I have to ask, if sound was this creative force behind the universe, could we use sound to create our own personal realities?
That's a question that's been pondered by philosophers, mystics, and now even some scientists.
Wow.
The idea is that by aligning our thoughts, emotions, and intentions with specific frequencies, we can influence the energetic fabric of our lives. And shape our experiences.
That ties back to what we were discussing earlier.
Yeah, it does.
About sonic manifestation.
It does.
It sounds like a very empowering concept.
It is.
But also one that requires a lot of responsibility.
Absolutely.
So it's not just about blasting our favorite tunes or creating this sonic bubble around ourselves.
It's about understanding the deeper implications of sound.
Right. Yeah. And using it with intention and awareness.
Precisely. It's about recognizing that we're not just passive listeners.
Right.
We're active participants in the sonic symphony of life.
I love that analogy. Yeah. The sonic symphony of life.
It's a good one.
It captures the beauty and complexity of sound and its role in shaping our individual and collective experiences.
And just like in a symphony, each individual instrument contributes to the overall harmony. The sounds we create, the thoughts we think, the emotions we feel, they all blend together to create the masterpiece of our lives.
This has been such an incredible journey.
It has been.
And I feel like I've gained a whole new appreciation for the power of sound. I'm walking away from this deep dive with a sense of wonder and a desire to explore the sonic landscape with more intention and awareness.
I love it. That's wonderful to hear.
Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom.
Oh, it's been my pleasure.
With us today.
Yeah, it has.
This has been a truly mind-expanding experience.
It has.
And to our listeners, keep exploring the sonic mysteries of the universe.
Exactly.
Until next time, may your vibrations be high.
Yes.
And your frequencies aligned.
Absolutely.